gangster show.
Yeah, ayy. Whoa. Yeah, ayy.
Ayy, see me, I'm a legend in these streets, yeah.
Streets, boy.
If you need some game, to come to me, yeah. Watch us turn y'all boys to men, y'all gon' see, yeah. Help them get some money, build their legacy, yeah. Whoa, see me, I'm a legend in these streets, yeah. If you need some game, to come to me, yeah. Watch us turn y'all boys to men, yeah, you gon' see, yeah. Help them build some money, build their legacy, yeah. Ayy, said it's the gas station show, yeah. Whoa, we got that gas for your soul, yeah. Ayy, you need some game, this where you go, ayy. Whoa, you need some game, this where you go, ayy. We're not new to this, we've been true to this. We pulling out the slabs, just the lane switch. When them boys get mad, they get dangerous. Lil' homie, watch your backs, don't miss your angles. Said it's the gas station show, whoa, whoa. We got that gas for your soul, ayy. Whoa, said it's the gas station show, ayy. Ayy, we got that gas for your soul.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Legacy Moves. Another episode of the Gas Station Podcast, man. And another episode of, once again, I said I wasn't going to do this no more, but I'm doing it anyway because yesterday in Relationship Fridays, I said that I was going to, I kind of had a little outro to the 14-year-old boy killing the grown man over his mother. But today, I was watching TV. And, looking for content, looking for different things to talk about. And the most interesting thing I want to talk about was this again, about the 14-year-old boy. I watched Willie D today for about, he had an hour show today on the subject. And I got a real high respect for Willie D. I like Willie D a lot. I was listening to Willie D and I totally disagree with Willie D. And so, man, y'all make sure y'all tag Willie D. Before y'all tag Willie D, man, make sure y'all give the Gas Station Podcast a thumbs up, man. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. You understand me? If you want more good content, like we're doing, this Legacy Moves all about making legacy moves. Gas Station Podcast, all about the fueling ground for the mind, the body, and the soul. And make sure you got your 3 W's today. Make sure you got your 3 W's today, y'all. Make sure you got your 3 W's today. You understand me? Because this is your total balance. Make sure you got your word that feeds your spirit. 30 minutes of word. 30 minutes of workout that feeds your body. Make sure you got 30 minutes of some wisdom today that feeds your mind. Each and every day, man. Each and every day. You feed your spirit, you feed your body, you feed your mind. All of them get an opportunity to grow. All of them get an opportunity to grow. Don't feed it bullshit all day, man. You understand me? Don't do nothing all day. You understand me with your body, man. Don't always feed your spirit, man. Your spirit, man. That's what keeps you living. That's how you're recognized. Without your spirit, man, nobody recognizes you. You lose your spirit, you understand me? You lose your essence. Guess what they do with the body? Guess what they gonna do with the body of the dude that the 14-year-old boy killed? Because guess what he did? When he shot him, he took his spirit out of his body. Completely out of his body. That's deep, man. It's deep, man. Yeah, he took his spirit completely out of his body. So guess what they gonna do with the body? They gonna bury it, discard it. The body's no good no more without the spirit, man. So, man, make sure y'all feed your spirit every day, man. Make sure y'all feed your mind every day, wisdom, because that's how you walk the earth successfully. And make sure you feed your body because you want your body healthy. So when you do get success, you understand me? When your spirit, man, is at its best, you understand me? You want to be healthy enough to enjoy it, man. You understand me? You want to be healthy enough to enjoy. And then with the 3 W's, you always know what you're going to get. You're going to get a wealthy spirit. You're going to get a winning attitude, and you're going to get a wonderful day. You're going to get 3 more W's, man. You understand me? So work on your 3 W's, man. Always, each and every day, man. You understand? I can't stress that more. You understand? We get 30 minutes each, and then it'll go to an hour, 2 hours, and it'll grow, man. You understand me? And you feeding this, and you feeding this, man. You ain't got no way to lose, man. Especially if you're giving it good content, good information, man. You understand me? Man, you like the show, man. Make sure you give your thumbs up. What's up, man? I just want to say, before I get started, you understand me? Y'all make sure y'all tag Willie D. Let him know that I would love to debate him on this subject about the 14-year-old boy and his mother. You understand me? You know. First, I want to say, hey, you understand me? You know, I'm from Texas. You understand? I grew up listening to Willie D. Grew up listening to Ghetto Boys, one of my favorite groups, man. And I also watch Willie D's show all the time. I'm a subscriber, and I love his show. I think he has a great show, but I think that he missed the point. He missed the boat on this, and I would love to have a debate with him about this and how we can grow as a community together, because I believe what Willie D is doing is a great thing for our community. You understand me? And he gives some real shit. But guess what? Everybody ain't no Willie D, man. Everybody ain't no Willie D, man. You understand me? Everybody ain't got the bravado Willie D got. Everybody ain't got the reputation that supersedes itself like Willie D got. Willie D has always been known to be able to box a nigga's head off his head. To be able to fight good. You understand me? You know, he's always been known for that. And I'm not talking about just a good fighter. I'm talking about a real good fighter, like Chop in the Town type fighter, man. You understand? Houston got 5 million people, man. You feel me? You know, everybody ain't got that, unfortunately. You know. And so everybody can't stand up to everything, Willie D. Everybody can't stand up to everything. Now, moving forward, the 14-year-old boy killing the guy who hit his mother. When I first saw that picture and that image of that man hitting that woman, the first thing I said was he should have killed that motherfucker, which he did. And it was gruesome. And I mean, he hit that woman with all his might. And the optics say, kill that motherfucker dead. Guess what? I'm not a violent guy at all. But guess what? I would have been a murderer that day if a motherfucker hit my mama like that. So I get exactly what you're saying, Willie D. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. And on the surface, what we saw, man, kill him. Kill him dead. But guess what? We're gonna go just a little bit deeper. We'll go just a little bit deeper. We're gonna layer the surface a little bit deeper than just what we saw on the picture. Because we ain't got her side of the story. When she got up there, the lawyer said we can't listen to her side of the story right now. Well, they probably would have picked her apart. Because we needed to know what led up to that, because that man, what we did here is that man said, shut the fuck up, just get your food and leave. Just get your fucking food and leave. Everybody heard that. So he was giving her an out. He was giving her an opportunity to leave. So what we do know is she wasn't stuck there. She wasn't pushed in the corner. She had an opportunity to leave. But guess what I saw? It wasn't on the surface. Allegedly. And I don't know exactly what she was texting, but allegedly she was texting her son to bring her the gun in the store, in the burger restaurant. That's where the big problem lays. Why would you involve a 14-year-old kid in that? And him bringing a gun into the situation doesn't say that I'm trying to resolve the problem, come up with a solution to the problem. And it doesn't even say to me that I'm trying to protect myself. What it says to me is I'm going to escalate the problem by bringing a gun to the fight. And not only am I going to bring the gun to the fight, I'm not going to go get the gun myself. I'm going to have my 14-year-old son, my child, bring the gun to me. So when you say I'm gonna have my child bring the gun to me, that said right there that I involved my child in a confrontation that I'm having. And it's no way in the world you're gonna get me to agree with it's okay to bring a child into a confrontation at a burger restaurant or a taco stand, whatever it was. There's no way, period, you're going to get me to. When that lady said, hey, let me call my son for that gun, when you have to get to the point where you got to say, hey, let me call my son for the gun, guess what I would have said? Instead of calling my son to get the gun, it's time for me to leave. If I got to call my son to bring the gun in here, that means it's time for me to leave. It's time for me to exit the room, exit the stage. It's time for me to exit the stage. It's over with. I go get a burger down the street because this ain't working. If I feel like I got to kill this motherfucker or bring a gun to the party, I don't need a burger here. I get a burger somewhere else. It's too much going on. Too much testosterone, too much energy, too much negative, bad energy. Then I'm going back and forth with a nigga in here. So it's time for me to go, fuck this burger. This burger is not that important for me to keep going back and forth with this nigga in here. Especially when I got my son. See, you different, Willie D. See, you could have stood up to that nigga. Because you going to goddamn drop them Fifth Ward B's on him. You going to put them Fifth Ward B's on him. You feel me? And you going to teach him a lesson about fucking with a motherfucker. You feel me? Your representation supersedes itself. You're going to teach him a good lesson about goddamn me. He won't want to have a confrontation with nobody else because you going to goddamn whoop him slow. You feel me? But old joker like me, old joker like the woman, we not ready for that, baby. We know you can teach him a lesson, but we can't teach him. The lesson that she taught him was not a good lesson for our community. Was not a valuable lesson to somebody who is a fool. Because she's just as much of a fool, if not more of a fool than him, because she had the right and the choice to leave. And I don't know if the guy was going to die or not. He could have died of E. coli from the burger, because when God says your time is your time, he could have died from a car wreck. You understand? He could have died from somebody else. He could have slipped and fell and busted his head. When God says it's time for you to go, you go. It ain't the 14-year-old take him. These people get caught in 8, 9, 10 times. You understand? Point blank range in the face. Guess what? Don't die. So when God says it's time for you to go, it's your time, regardless of what happened. You could have just fell over and had a heart attack from being so angry. You could have walked out of that room. Guess what? If it was his time to die, he could have been so built up and so worked up, he could have just had a stroke or a heart attack right there and died. Because when God says your time to die, you go. So, 14-year-old boy didn't have to do it. God was going to do it because it was the boy's time. Not only that, now this 14-year-old boy has to live with this for the rest of his life. Now maybe it's Chicago, or maybe y'all might think it's bravado, but it ain't no bravado because anybody would have killed somebody if they'd have seen them hit their mama like that, a stranger hit their mama like that, and they had a goddamn thunderstick with them. Who wouldn't have done that? I'm not even violent. I would have done it. If I see motherfucker hit my mama, shit, he's dead. I'm a murderer. That day, I'm a murderer. I just changed from being a non-violent guy to a murderer. Right there. Right there in that second, that moment. I just turned into a murderer. I just turned myself into a murderer. Anybody would have did that. But the smart thing to do is say, I'm getting into it with this nigga at a goddamn burger. I'm gonna leave the problem exactly. It's a goddamn burger. You know how many burger places is it? You think I'm gonna sit and keep on arguing with a nigga or arguing with the staff or arguing with anybody at that nature over a burger? It's not that serious when I go up the street and get a burger. Normally when they have burger spots or food restaurants, what they do is they put a bunch of food restaurants near each other because people buying food in that area. When they build a car lot, they'll just build one and say, oh man, it's a car lot right here. No, they build a bunch of car lots next to it because that's where people buy cars. Motor mile. When people shop for clothes, they build a whole bunch of shopping centers right there because guess what? That's where the people shopping. Same thing with restaurants and food. And in the city like Chicago, it's mom and pop food, restaurants, hamburger, taco stands, and everything else. All bunched up next to each other. So, I don't care what happened or what they were arguing over. Once you say, I have to bring, son, bring me my gun. Once you said that to herself, she said, in fact, don't bring me my gun. It's time for me to just leave this place. This is not worth this. I'm not going to sit here and argue with a nigga at a burger place. Yeah, I don't even know you. So why am I going to keep arguing with you for? I don't even know you. So who cares what you think? And that's it. Not texting, bring the pistol in the spot. I got to get this nigga up off of me. I got to get this nigga, come on now. If you think that mentality was cool, man, good God. I respect the fact that you think that, and we do need to be more mindful, more respectful, more accountable in our community. And I do, and I love what you talked about the village mentality. We need that village back. But we don't need a village with a bunch of vigilantes. We don't need a village where as soon as somebody does something wrong or somebody, you understand me, takes something. And I'm not no dude that takes or condones taking or stealing or none of that. But we don't have to kill him for it. If a nigga take a $5 burger, you think he's worth dying for? Or if a nigga take your TV, you think he's worth dying for? I don't. I just don't believe that's not that a TV is equivalent to a life. I don't believe a TV is equivalent to a life. I think we do need to get back into that village. Like you said, man, we don't even know our neighbors. When we were growing up, when you were growing up with, we all know all our neighbors. We get locked at the house, we can go next door. We sit up at Miss Jones' house and She gonna cook dinner and we gonna eat dinner with her and we gonna shit. They gonna have us watching TV. We gonna play outside. And when Mama get home, make us do our homework. And when Mama get home, all we gotta do is take a bath and go to bed. But nowadays, guess what they do? But also, Miss Jones able to get on our ass. We can do stupid shit. But nowadays, guess what they do? If Miss Jones try to get on your ass, your mama ready to go kick Miss Jones' ass about it. Instead of getting on you for being stupid. Nowadays, when you locked at the house, you go to Miss Jones' house hey, we locked at the house, guess what Miss Jones gonna do? I can know your mama didn't leave you out knocked at the house, and she gonna try to call defects on your mama. Like your mama's a cruel parent. That's where we lost that village mentality. And we need that back. We need a community that holds us accountable. Not only our parents can hold us accountable. See, then we won't have a lot of this foolishness. Because everywhere you go, you got to check the bullshit at the door. You see, when we used to get in trouble, you get in trouble with Miss Jones gonna whoop your ass, your mama gonna whoop your ass, you get whooped by the principal, you might get popped by the teacher, a good holding, which you get goddamn pinch. On the way to the principal's office where he gonna whoop your ass, you can get 3-4 whoopings. But your mama know you bad at home too, shit. But now the mamas know you bad at home. But then as soon as you walk out the door, you a goddamn angel. No, you ain't. You even worried because now the person that holds you accountable for your bullshit ain't there. And she ain't gonna say nothing to you when you out doing wrong. She gonna say something to the adult or the authority. Because they shouldn't have said nothing to your child. Now you wonder why these children, or like the brother with the 2 twin daughters who lost his life. God bless his life too. You got 2 twin girls who don't have a father. As much as we want to demonize him, guess what? He needs a second chance like everybody else. He needs the opportunity to get his shit together too. Hey man, it's a lot of shit I done done that I probably don't need motherfuckers to forgive me for. But thank the Lord, we got a Lord that's full of grace that forgives. And has allowed me to redeem myself. And now I'm talking a good message too. When I was in the streets heavy, I did 12 years in the penitentiary. So I ain't no spring chicken at all. I was in there with Price Bay. I was in there with Dez. I was in there with Brock. I was in there with what's the name from DEA? Be joking all the goddamn time. I was in there with I Wanna Be a Baller, shot Lil Troy. I was in there with all them. I was in there with Funky from Fort Worth, Texas family. I was in there with all them in the penitentiary. Yeah, Price Bay, all of them. Me and Price Bay were cool. Real cool in there. Daddy Beaumont. When Lil James used to come down there and see, I used to see Lil James individual. That's why I respect Lil James, because he used to come to the penitentiary to come see Price. Man, y'all tag Willie D, man. Y'all would tag Willie D and tell him I want to debate him on this situation. I love debate, man, because I got a high respect for Willie D, man. I've always looked up to Willie D. I think Willie D is awesome at what he's doing. I love his podcast. But I disagree on this subject. But in totality, I love the shit out of Willie D. I got a real man respect for Willie D. Shit. And I would love to share this podcast because he talks some real shit, man. And that's kind of where I model my podcast after him and what he did and how he talked and his and what he does on his podcast. Because he's about community building. I just don't agree with this issue. And I think Willie D looks at it from a perspective because how tough and and Willie D has never had a reputation as a bully. He just always had a real, and he can kick your ass. And he ain't been no reputation that he gonna start shit neither, but he know how to finish it. That's always been his reputation in the street. I'm from Texas now. I'm from Texas, H-Town, man. See. I'm from Austin, Texas. I'm from Austin. I live in H-Town too now. All my sisters and brothers live in Houston. I've been in Atlanta 20 years, though, too. Lived in Detroit. I've been all over, baby. I guess lived in Houston for 3 years. Back and forth from Houston and Austin. In my cowboy days. In them 90s. Yeah. Man, y'all tag Willie D, man. I fuck with Willie D, man. I love Willie D, man. I just don't agree with him on this issue, man. Big time I don't agree with him, man. But that don't mean I don't have a high respect for him. That's the reason why I would love to debate him out of love on this issue. Because I think this is a good issue that we can develop community on. I think this is a topic that could change the face of a lot of things. And I just have a different perspective. My perspective is, his perspective is, he hit his mama, he should kill his ass. I agree with that. But I also agree with the mama had just as much culpability because the mama shouldn't have never got hit. The mama should have been left when she saw the temperature in the room. The mama should have been left when she said, hold up, I gotta call my 14-year-old kid, I gotta tell my kid to bring me a gun. If I gotta call my kid to bring me a gun, then it's time to leave this situation. This situation is time to go. It's time to exit the building. If I gotta call my kid to bring my gun in there, that means it's time to go. Because this ain't gonna do nothing but get worse. I used to have a motto when I was in the streets. My motto in the streets was, if my grandma can't serve them, I can't serve them. If my grandma can't serve them, I can't serve them. If my grandma can't serve them, I can't serve them. That was my motto in the streets, baby. And I meant that. Because I wasn't trying to be tough, and if you try to take something from me, then I'm gonna do this and that to him. No. I was already doing shit wrong, so I wasn't finna double down on that and make it worse for myself. You understand me? And have to deal with somebody trying to jack me, take something from me or something. So, I dealt with people in the streets that I felt comfortable around. I feel comfortable around doing business with. And even today, when I go into certain situations, certain clubs, I might have all my jewelry on. And shit, man. Hey, man. If it ain't looking good up in there, shit, I'm gone. I'm not trying to compete with them dudes. And I ain't finna put myself in a position where they take my valuables. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it's not worth it. You understand me? Willie D, you different, man. You different, man. Nigga, You walk up in there, them niggas, they try you, you whip 4, 5, 6 of them. Goddamn me, shit, I can't do that. I can't do it. And so, I had to be like the girl, man. Had to call for the gun, this, that, and other. So I feel like if I have to call for a gun, I'd rather leave. If I have to bring a gun to the party, I got a motto on there. If I got to bring a gun to the party, that's not the party I want to be at. If I got to bring a gun to the car, why do I want to be at that party? That's not a smart party to be at. So I don't. So especially if I had to have my 13, 14, 15-year-old child bring me to go. Nah, that's not a smart party to be at, really. Now, say for instance, mom is in the house. And she hears some funny noises. Somebody trying to break in or something. Okay. And she called upstairs, hey man, bring me my gun down here. I get that. And she busting the gas, I get that. I understand that. Or he wanting to come downstairs, he see somebody attacking his mama, and he kill him. I get that. But you in a burger restaurant. When you got to call your son or text your son and say, bring me my gun, that ain't no bring me my gun situation. That's a it's time for me to leave situation, because this is an uncomfortable situation. And if I got to get my gun, it means this is a place that I don't need to be at. Or I don't want to be at. Damn, don't need to be there. I don't even want to be here. So yeah, but I got a big. I'm busting down surface. I'm busting down layers that's deeper than what we saw on the surface. Anybody would have shot and killed him if they'd have seen him hit their mama like that. But it's a big difference. It's a big difference when you see. It's a big difference. When you think about what's really going on. But if she said, all right, instead of calling myself, I'm just leaving. Fuck this nigga, fuck that burger. There's nowhere in the world I would ever get a child involved in some bullshit when I could prevent it. There's nowhere in the world I would ever get a child involved in some bullshit if I could prevent it. Man, this legacy move, man. We making legacy moves. We plan on being here. You understand me? And we plan on empowering, building the community, making the community better, man. Willie D, boy, I love you, man. You understand? But I want to debate you on this situation, man, because this is a situation I think that can do community building and people can get two different perspectives, man. You understand me? I see your vision. You understand me on this dude hitting his mother. I mean, you may have a deeper vision. I would love to talk to you about it. I'd love to have a conversation with you about it. I would love to debate the issue. But I see something deeper than what's on the surface. I see no contrition with the lady when she was in the press conference. I seen a bunch of bullshit tears, in my opinion, with the lady in the press conference. I seen a bunch of advertising with the lawyer's office. You have a fall, call 911. It's the number you can call. I see some bullshit ambulance chases. And I think she was wrong as hell for bringing her son involved in that situation. I think he should have never been involved in that. I don't think that's something for a child to ever have to do. And I pray for that family, and I pray for the family and those two twin daughters who don't have a father anymore. Because of his stupidity, too. He was stupid, too. He don't get no pass, neither. He don't get no pass. In fact, he dead. from his stupidity. I pray this young lady learns from it. And I pray that the little boy learns from it also. And he does not think that this is a badge of honor, killing a man. Man, it's Legacy Move, man. This is the Gas Station Podcast, man. Willie D, I want to have a conversation with you, Willie D, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a conversation with you, man. I want to build with you, man. I want to debate you on this subject. I want to have good quality dialogue with you on the subject, Willie D. You understand? I have a mad high respect for you, Willie D. You are somebody who I have reverence for, who I look up to. Not because you're a good fighter. You know, I talked about that, but all that's bullshit to me. I don't care nothing about that. I look up to you for the actual message that you talk about. I look up to you for the actual dialogue and the content that you bring, that you actually try to bring something positive. You understand me? You're not just out here just destroying the community or living on no macho bullshit, man. You actually trying to say some good shit, man. Some powerful shit, man. And I fuck with you for that, man. And you one of the reasons why I do what I do. And I like what you do, man. And so that's the reason why I would like to dialogue with you. And, being sharp as steel, man. Like, each one of us could sharpen each other and make each other better, man. You understand me? And both of us, and I feel like that you are somebody who, I don't have the biggest platform as you know, but it ain't about the big platform. It's about two brothers who intelligent brothers. You understand me? That want to empower our community and want to make our community better. And that is our life goal. Beyond the bullshit we used to do as youth, man. That we have resurrected, and we want to be better. And I see that. I see that in your spirit, and I know that is your true essence and your true spirit. And you ain't with the bullshit, and I respect that. And with that being said, man, Gas Station Podcast, the fueling ground for the mind, the body, and the soul, man. Amen. Make sure y'all get y'all 3 W's. Get your word, your workout, and your wisdom, so you can have a wonderful day, a winning attitude, and a wealthy spirit. And with that, man, in the gas station, man, love, peace, and blessings, man. And Willie, I love what you're doing, man. And keep up not the good work, fuck the good work. Keep up the great work, man. Let's keep building our communities, man. Let's keep making our communities stronger. Let's get back into that village mentality, and let's quit putting each other in harm's way. And when we see situations that are not healthy, let's separate ourselves from those situations. Let's not try to everybody don't always have to have their chest out. Everybody don't always have to win every situation. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, man, the goal is to win the war, not every battle. And I don't think in a burger restaurant, I don't care what nobody said, that battle had to be won. You got beautiful twins, two twins who are fatherless now. And you got a 14-year-old who has killed somebody, and he has to live with that for the rest of his life. And you have a selfish mother victim that I see, that I think, that was selfish the whole time, and all she could think about was herself and her ego and her image and her ego. Not only, and people are not going to agree with what I'm finna say, but I have to say it. Her ego not only put her son in harm's way, but what if he would have missed? What if that guy he was so angry and his adrenaline, what if he'd have ran at that boy, took the gun from the boy and killed him? It's a whole lot of things. What if the boy would have been shooting at the guy and hit one of the patrons or one of the employees inside the burger joint? What if he'd have shot his mother on accident? The way he was fumbling with the gun coming out of there, he didn't look like no seasoned vet with the pistol. He definitely didn't look Navy SEALish to me. And the way he took all day coming out with it, that boy could have really ran at him and tackled him. He could have got his own self shot. Man, you know how many stray bullets hit people on accident? I just pray, man, that we make wiser decisions, that we make better decisions. Just luckily, it went in his favor. Just luckily, it went in his favor. He killed the dude that hit his mother. And at the end of the day, the only real victim is those two twin daughters. Well, I'm not gonna say they're only two, but and the son, the 14-year-old son, that had to do that, and had to witness that, and had witnessed a man hit his mother, and ended up having to shoot somebody dead. When his mother could have prevented that whole situation when she could have left. She could have just left. He's not dead. He's on to the next thing. He's on to maybe somebody else killing him or maybe he or maybe he learned from that shit. You don't know how a person can learn. God, that's God's job. And that 14-year-old boy could have some normalcy right now. Willie D, I'll let your boy, man. This legacy, man, with legacy moves, man. Inbox me, contact me, man, whatever you need to do, man. Y'all inbox Willie D, man. Y'all share it with Willie D, man. Make sure that he inbox me, man. Get with me, man, on this subject, man. This is an important subject, man. It's a subject matter that we can build off of. We can sharpen each other with steel, man, if we got an open mind, man. You know, I love you, Willie D, man. And I pray for all the families, man, that has been affected by this situation. All the children especially, man. And we just pray to God, man, that his wisdom, his knowledge, and whatever he wants us to learn from this situation will reveal itself. And with that, man, this legacy move, this is a gas station podcast, this is a fueling ground for the mind, the body, and the soul, man. And, man, y'all take it easy. It's nothing but love, nothing but respect, man. And we are out.
Hey, said it's the gas.